What's up, guys? It's me. I'm back, and today we are going to be looking at some art supplies that I bought recently because I I spent a lot of money on these. So, here we go. These were just the art supplies that I've never tried before. I did buy some other paints and stuff, but these were specifically ones that I've never tried before, including those professional acrylic paints and these professional watercolors. Look at their Academy watercolors. And I got those off the clearance rack actually. This is a little Japanese pen. I don't know what like the brand name is because it's in Japanese. Um, I don't speak Japanese. At least not very good. Anyway, as you can see, I swatched them out. The next one are these Deco Color um paint pens. I have already tried a few paint pens, as you can see on this side there. There are the paint pens on the other page. And these ones are some pastels. I don't have any pastels, so I really wanted to try these. And these worked really well. You can prepare them and they will be ready the next day. And I did the first one in mealtime, and I'm just going to be swatching through the rest of them a little bit more. You have to shake them, press them down, and then do the pump stuff afterwards. And I used this little mini canvas that I had already used previously to swatch the pen. So now I'm just doing that with the rest of these. I got these because I felt like it. I don't remember how much these costed, but I may or may not have spent almost $200 on all this stuff. And you'll see one of the things that actually contributed to that total in a minute. We are moving on to the blue. I really like this blue. It's just really nice and pastel. It's kind of like a baby blue. It's very sweet. I know it's a little bit hard to... You can't even see the yellow. Look at that. You can barely even see the yellow. It's just not even there. It's hilarious. I love it. My camera. I should have zoomed in a little bit, but I did not, and I don't care. So, um, and this is just the last one. This is the last little purple. And I really like all of these colors. They're all very nice. And they are the Deco color. I forgot to show that in the beginning. Deco color, and they are the wide tips, the biggest ones that you can get. And just shutting that and putting that to the side, we are now going to look at these Copic markers. I bought 10. I bought 10. They were having a sale at Michaels where everything in the fine arts section was three, you could buy, front, three, ah, buy three, get two free. So I got 10 markers for the price of 6, which is a bargain. And I decided to get, like, as many kind of, like, nice variety as I could. I got some grays, I got some blues, I got a pink, I got some browns, and I got a yellow and some greens. No, that's not yellow. That's green. I got greens. That pale one actually reminds me of my honeydew color from my Artist Loft markers. If you want to go check that out, you can go. I don't know where that is. That was a while ago. I did try those out. I believe there is a video for that. But here are the blue. I did get one Copa Chow marker. Everything was on sale, so I didn't really care which one I got. And the Copa Chows are basically the same quality. I think that it's just the formula is slightly different. I don't know. But we are finishing all those swatches, and we're going to move on to a blend test. This one took a little bit longer, and this one is I think it's in real time. So you get to watch me blend these colors together. I chose the two blues, the two palest blues, that is, because I felt like trying to get it into a darker color would be a little bit too difficult for me. Because I've never used these before. But I did like how they looked. They didn't take too much effort to put them in, although I think they are a little splotchy. But that might just be my technique. So, overall, good markers, and I hope to use them in some other videos. In conjunction with all of my other collection of alcohol-based markers. I have a lot. I have the Arteza markers, I have Artist Loft markers, I have Prismacolor markers, I have Touch New markers, and now I have Copic markers. Now we're moving on to the watercolor. The watercolor was very smooth, very nice, very nice. It was a little bit muddy in some places when I was trying to blend it out. But other than that, it was a little bit watery when it first came out of the tube, but once I got a little bit further, it was a little bit more solid so that I could use it a little bit better. And I put it directly onto the paper so that I could spread it out. And here I am, just spreading out that paint, and it looks lovely. This is cadmium hue. It's not real cadmium. I had a little bit of a scare at the store because I realized that they were selling cadmium paint that was made with actual cadmium. So I had to double check this one, and it is cadmium hue and not cadmium red. It is cadmium hue. I am not going to die if I let this paint touch my hands. And I'm just taking some water and blending this little bit out, and I wanted to see how far I could take it, and I ended up taking it all the way to the end of the paper. It was perfect. It was amazing. Just look at that nice swatch, and I end up getting rid of the entirety of that little source strip. It just disappears. It's gone in an instant. Right there, you see, it disappeared. It is a little bit, I think there's a little bit of paper coming up, and it is a little bit desaturated once you get it all the way out. But I like it anyway, and look at that. Look at that spread. Look how far you can take this little bit of paint. It's so much. It's so much. It's beautiful. It's fantastic. Pretty good quality. Very nice and very lovely. And that was the red one, and now we're moving on to this indigo. You can't even read it. It's indigo blue was the title of this one. And I don't know what I was gonna say. Anyway, these watercolors and those little professional paints were on the clearance rack, and which is why you may see there are some little red spots and blue spots on them. That is glitter, because there was a bag of glitter and it burst in the clearance section. So there's a little bit of glitter on the paints. It's great. It's lovely. And as you can see, I'm playing with the paint. It looks lovely on my skin. I love it. And it's not going to hurt me because it's not cadmium. It is cadmium hue. This indigo. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Both in the footage and voiceover. Anyway, um, if I can, there we go. I'm actually using the paintbrush. There we go. There we go. I try to replicate the exact same little pattern that I did for the first one. Um, you can't see it because of the angle. It's fine. There you go. There you go. You can see it now. That indigo is very rich, very dark, very lovely. I love it. It's great. And let's see how far we can take this one, although it's the same brand, same kind, and same tube size, so it should be the exact same as the first one. And it was so pretty, so lovely, so gorgeous, so beautiful. Now, I am not a professional, so I may not be using these quite perfectly, but I'm using it. I also came across some Winsor Newton at the store, and I couldn't do it. It just so expensive. Haha. But look at that nice dark blue. I did not do a blend test for these two, although I probably should have. Anyway, there we go. That is those. And now I'm breaking out my very messy palette. There it is. It's covered in paint. As it should be. As it should be. Look at that. There's greens, there's black, there's pinks, there's blues, there's some stuff. Anyway, I'm peeling off the little sticky thing, and it peeled off perfectly. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Didn't tear, just came off one little chunk. And the paint came out pretty fast because there's a lot of it, but it was very clean and very lovely, and I loved it. Look at that. Just look at it. Look at that little glob of paint. And I took it and I did the exact same thing I did with the watercolor because I can't do that with acrylic paint. I'm gonna be using differently than acrylic paint. Anyway, I just added a little box, I believe, is what I'm doing. A box and then a strip. You'll see when I move my hand away. There we are. There we go. A box and a little strip. As you can see, it is actually a little bit too transparent as they bleed through from the marker in the back is coming through it a little bit, but I fixed it by just going over with a little bit more paint and it worked perfectly fine. Now we're gonna go with this darker yellow. I just did 2 years. As I said, they were the ones that were on clearance. I have other paints that I bought that are also Artist Off, but are not the professional grade, so I'm not going to be testing them out in this video because it's just normal paint. And this one, sadly, did not come off as smoothly. It ripped, and I'm so upset. And there's just some paint at the top that's just making a mess. It's disgusting. Anyway, let's just swatch it. Let's just swatch it so that I can ignore the pain and suffering. Anyway, as I am swatching this out, we are getting close to the end of the video. Um, I look at that, look at that, look at that red. That's glitter. It's glitter. And it rubs off because it's glitter. It's from the clearance bin. I was a little bit worried at first that I'd like gotten something up, and I remember, oh, it was in the clearance bin. It's from the clearance bin. Anyway, I um ah anyway, we're coming to the end of the video. I'm gonna do a little bit of blending test after I get this. It's very nice, very nice, very it looks a bit peachier on camera than it does in real life. It's a little bit more gold than peachy. But if you like me, then go check out my other things. If you enjoy my voice, my sultry voice, I don't know, links in the description. Go check those out. I have a comic, I have a book, I have another channel, another two channels actually. I have two of them. I have two of them. Hit the subscribe button because I said so, and I will see you all in the next video. And I will let you have. I'm gonna stop before I say more things. Bye.